from the goddess, and to her we shall return like a drop of rain flowing to the ocean. Isis, Astarte, Diana, Hecate, Demeter, Kali, Inanna. Isis, Astarte, Diana, Hecate, Demeter, Kali, Inanna. We all come from the goddess, and to her we shall return like a drop. Thank you. To the ocean. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Gaia's Temple. I am so glad that you are here, and thank you for showing up in your beautiful bodies in a physical way here in our sanctuary. I would like to first acknowledge that we are on the unceded ancestral lands of the First Peoples of Seattle, the Duwamish people past and present, and we honor with gratitude the land itself and the Duwamish Nation. I want to thank Shoreline UU Church for this beautiful sanctuary where we have gathered to spend some time together. I'm feeling a very strong echo. Am I echoing? I want to make sure it gets in. Oh, that's better. Thank you. Can you still hear me okay? Yeah. We've gathered in this sanctuary to be together, haven't we? Yes, we have. We're taking the time to contemplate the condition of our souls and to strengthen our faith and to orient or reorient ourselves to our lives, living our spiritual values. So if you're feeling the need to harvest this kind of thing, then you've come to the right place. I am Reverend Judith Laxer. I had to read here. Who am I? That's right, I'm Reverend Judith Laxer, and I am still so honored that you have chosen to spend an hour or so of your time here with me in Gaia's Temple. I'm so excited that we have Celia Farran to sing for us today, and just a little word. Yeah. Even before she utters a note, Celia has been working very hard and perhaps has overworked her voice a little bit, so she's not doing any talking. We're allowed to ask her yes or no questions, and she can answer like this or this, just to let you know. And her voice has been very compromised, so she's still here because she's a trooper, but just wanted to let you know. She asked me to let you know, so if she doesn't answer you, you won't think she's being mean. She's saving her voice. Now I'll invite our board president and beautiful priestess, Reverend Karina, to come up and make some very important announcements, so do listen up.
I'll go the short one. Oh, look, it's perfect. Can you hear me? There we go, perfect. Well, happy Sunday, everyone. Good afternoon. So first and foremost, this is a gentle reminder to help preserve the sanctity of our space in our sanctuary. Please remember to silence or turn off your cell phones during our service today. Thank you in advance. So I hope everyone is getting excited to celebrate Gaia's Temple's 25th anniversary. Whoop, whoop! So our big party, just as a reminder, will be held on Saturday, September 20th from 6:30 to 9 p.m. at Haller Lake Community Club. Everyone is welcome. If you do need an elevator, park around the back, and there's an elevator there for folks who need it. This anniversary celebration is free, and as I said, everyone is welcome. Please register through our website, which will serve as your RSVP, so we'll know how many people to expect. This event will be held in lieu of our usual Mabin celebration. We'll take a bit of time to express our gratitude to honor the Sabbath and for the 25 years that Gaia's Temple has been fostering love of the divine feminine by honoring nature and the qualities of compassion and relatedness. It is a potluck, so please bring food and drink to share, and we'll provide everything else, plates, cups, etc., as well as a birthday cake. Of course, we can't have a party without cake. We have a silent auction at our event with great items and services to check out. So if you wish to donate something similar to our silent auction, please email Reverend Judith to get that ball rolling. If you've already talked to Reverend Judith and have the auction items ready, you can bring them to the September service if you'd like. And thank you in advance so much for your donations. We are also still looking for volunteers. So if you are wanting to help set up or take down or do help out at the event itself, there is a sign-up sheet on our networking table, or you could come talk to Reverend Judith or me after the service. We'll also be selling raffle tickets that night for $5 each, cash only, and the winner will split the pot with Gaia's Temple, so bring some cash and let's buy many, many, many raffle tickets. After our service today, be sure to come chat with Celia by using yes or no. And she will be at the lobby selling her music and merchandise. And this is a great way to support your local artist, the Everyday Goddess. Thank you, Celia. And a great way to help us spread the word about the spiritual food for thought we offer in our ministry is to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Please help boost our posts by sharing them with your social networks. We need your help building up our social media network. And lastly, please join us for fellowship after the service for some connection time, coffee, and yummy snacks to share. I think that's it. Thanks.
Karina. All right, so we're going to get the energy moving in the room with song. And a lot of you know this song. We've sung it in Gaia's Temple a lot over the years. It was written by Robert Gass. I'll just start singing it and you join in. There are the words, poof, magic, abracadabra. And it goes like this. Ancient Mother, I hear you calling. Ancient Mother, I hear your voice. Ancient Mother, I hear your laughter. Ancient Mother, I dry your tears. Ancient Mother, I hear you calling. Ancient Mother, I hear your voice. Ancient Mother, I feel your laughter. Ancient Mother, I dry your tears. One more time. Ancient Mother, I hear you calling. Ancient Mother, I hear your voice. Ancient Mother, I feel your laughter. Ancient Mother, I dry your tears. So we'll continue to create our sacred space. If you would, close your eyes, go within, take a nice deep breath, and take a moment to call all the pieces and parts of you home. So any part of you projected into your future or stuck somewhere in your past or distracted by all the many things that distract us in life. Gently ask all the pieces and parts of you to come home so you can be here now. And breathe into that presence. And as you exhale, begin to ground yourself to the earth. Imagine a line of energy extending from the base of your spine, reaching downward through the chair that you are seated in, down through the floor of the building, down through Mother Earth. It's an energetic line that just keeps going deeper and deeper and deeper into the earth. Drop your taproot down as deep as it needs to go. so that you feel grounded and connected and held by her. And from there, send out smaller little roots, reaching out and taking hold. Imagine now that those roots become porous and start to drink the energy of Mother Earth up and in. And know that as you're drinking her energy in, you're taking in her strength, her nourishment, her sustenance, and most importantly, her unconditional love. Drink in the unconditional love of the Great Mother. Keep drinking her in, keep drinking her up your taproot. Let her transfer over into your spine. Keep drawing her up your spinal column till she arrives in your heart. And when she arrives there, let her rest and breathe deeply to make more room for her. Leaving the energy of the earth there in your heart, look to the heavens and find the moon. She was just amazingly full the other night. Now she has begun to wane, and she is in Pisces, so draw that sensitive, intuitive, loving Pisces moon down onto you and into you. Imagine her silvery light as it pours from the heaven, entering in through your crown, and draw her down into your heart, down through your head and your neck, into your chest, and finally there in your heart. And when she arrives once more, breathe deeply, make more room. Now the earth and the moon reside there in your heart, and look to the heavens once more to find the sun. And he is in Leo, strong and radiant, loving and life-giving, and pour that golden radiance down and draw him in through your crown and down to your heart. And when the sun arrives in your heart, once more breathe deeply to make more room for him. Now these three cosmic energies of earth, moon, and sun are there in your heart. And in a moment, I'm going to ask us to take a deep breath together. And on the exhale, imagine that we can use our exhalation to push these energies straight forward outside of our body, where it'll swirl all around us and all throughout this room, creating our safe and sacred space. So here we go. Deep breath. And out it goes. In this way, we say we have stepped between the worlds, and what is between the worlds is not affected by the worlds, but can heal and transform. And so we say our circle is cast in perfect love and perfect trust. Blessed be. All right, I'm going to invite Celia to come up. We have a different way of invoking the elements today. Celia has this beautiful song she's written about Lu, the Sun King, in an elemental way. And so that's how we're going to do that today. So, yeah, we get to mix things up from time to time.
Your harvest, we honor your grain as we dance around. Lu, not so fine. Lu, Lu, Lu. Oh, Lu of the earth, Lu of the north. Lu, Lu, Lu. We harvest your grain, your barley and corn. Lu, Lu, Lu. Lu, Lu, the sun and the rain. We honor your harvest. Honor your grain as we dance around. Lu, not so fine. Lu, Lu. Oh, Lu of the air, Lu of the east. Lu, Lu, Lu. We gather together to dance and to feast. Lu, Lu, Lu. Oh, Lu, Lu, the grain as we dance around. Balloon us of fire. Lou, Lou, Lou. Oh, love the fire. Love the south. Lou, Lou, Lou. We bake your sweet bread, your finest of flowers. Lou, Lou, Lou. Oh, Lou, Lou, the sun and rain. We honor your harvest, we honor your grain as we dance around the lunar sapphire. Lou, Lou, Lou. Oh, Lou of the waters, Lou of the west. Lou, Lou, Lou. We drink your libations, for this we are blessed. Lou, Lou, Lou. Oh, Lou up above, and Lou down below. Lou all around and within, so we grow as we dance around. Lou Nasafaya. Lou, Lou, Lou. Lou, Lou, the sun and the rain. We honor your harvest, honor your grain as we dance around. Lou Nasafaya. Lou, Lou, Lou. Lou, Lou, Lou. Lou, Lou, Lou.
Thank you, Celia. All right. And now for the invocation. And there are the words. Please read them aloud with me. Beloved Mother Earth, we meet you here. Be with us. Mother Nature, you who alchemize light into matter, be with us. Your sacred dance with the sun feeds us from your precious body. Be with us. We give thanks for the bounty of your land. Be with us. We give thanks for your nourishment. Be with us. Today, we consider how best to reciprocate. Be with us. Mother of the blessed harvest, be with us. We gather on this fine day to be in your presence. Be with us. Blessed be. Blessed be indeed. So this is where we stand up and say good morning and meet somebody new and shake someone's hand and introduce yourself. Here we go. Woohoo! Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you. I'd like to ask everyone who was born during the month of August to come up front to this of the room today. Who was born in the month of August other than these two beauties? These two beauties. Oh my goodness. Do we have any other August birthdays? Look how many August birthdays we have. Woo! Oh my goodness, I love it. All right, let's sing to these people, shall we? Let's make our bridge. Why? Okay. When you're magic, anything can happen. When you're magic, you're a shining star. Listen to the moonlight, call your name. Who know who you are? Believe in magic, let it carry you to wonders near and far. Love is magic, love is true. Love is who you are. When you're magic, anything can happen. When you're magic, you're a shining star. Listen to the moonlight. for Mansour. Happy birthday, all you Leos and Virgos. My goodness. So, my friends, it is said that all good magic requires a sacrifice. And there is such wisdom in that saying, because one thing must give way to something else in order for change to occur, and we do our magic to bring change. We want to manifest something, and that manifestation will then shift the present state of affairs. So something's got to give, because change is the way of it in nature. Nothing remains the same. The cycle is ever spinning. We might come back to the same place on the cycle, but we are different people once we get here again. It's always changing. Everything's always in flux. So change is not only what we're after in our magic, but really, it's the only way forward at all. Otherwise, it's that old definition of insanity, which we all know is to do the same thing over and over and expect different results. So smart. So we have just celebrated the Sabbath of Lunasa, the harvest of the first grains, the harvest of the wheat and the corn and the barley. All of that begins now. And Lunasa is the first of 3 harvest festivals on the wheel, so it's the season to steward carefully, collect, enjoy, and also preserve. The important part of fallow on the wheel is coming around again. As we walk this wheel year after year, seeking to emulate nature in our spiritual practice, so that we can be as aligned as we possibly can in our earthly existence as possible, the first harvest of Lunasa brings a few themes to the surface for our awareness, for contemplation and consideration. And the first theme is one of sacrifice. I usually talk about sacrifice at least a little bit in August because of the lore we follow about Lu, the Sun King, for whom Lunasa is named and whom we just sang Lu, Lu, Lu to. Lu, Lu, Lu to. Lulu. We celebrate his peak of power at Litha, the summer solstice, and then at Lunasa, we acknowledge that he is forfeiting his life force, his radiance pouring forth so that Mother Earth has what she needs to grow and flourish and come to fruition, and we will be assured of our nourishment. When we swing the scythe to harvest the grain, we are giving death to that grain. We are sacrificing it. Its life will feed ours. The grain has a greater purpose than to simply grow in the field for its own sake. Lu's first priority is for the good of all he is charged with stewarding, with providing for, and with protecting. And he takes his responsibility seriously, so seriously, in fact, that he sacrifices himself for the good of those he serves. Lu is selfless, not selfish. Now, since the Sun King is made of radiant light, the act of pouring forth his radiance, which results in the shorter days as we move closer toward the next equinox, is essentially how he sacrifices himself in life's cause. He dies so we can live. His light and energy grew something else that will serve the future. It's a giving forward. And we see this theme in the mythology of many faith paths as well, like Egypt's Osiris, whose death in the season of flooding of the Nile ensures the flourishing of their crops. So sacrifice is actually natural. It's a natural occurrence, and it is a wise one. One thing must give way for another, otherwise we'd run out of room. Our spirits are infinite. Oh, yes, they are. But this planet and the extension of our bodies on it are not. In the past, I have reminded us that the word sacrifice and the word sacred share the same root. We know that the word sacred refers to something holy. A true sacrifice is one we willingly make for a sacred purpose. Now, unfortunately, the concept and acts of sacrifice have historically been warped and used violently. And because of this violence, we have come to think of sacrifice as an unwilling or a painful loss. You know, I found so much of pagan spirituality to be a practice of reclaiming the beauty and profundity of its origins. I mean, what a difference it is to perceive of sacrifice as a willing action for a sacred purpose, rather than sacrifice as violence perpetrated on unwilling victims. Big diff. Big diff, my friends, big diff. Sacrifice is something surrendered for the sake of something else. Something surrendered for the sake of something else. I really love this definition of sacrifice because it reminds us that sacrifice is not just about loss. We have become so accustomed to win, 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 get, have, keep, that the moment we must relinquish something, it feels wrong. The truth is that sacrifice is about aligning with what's natural. It's part of nature's cycles, and recognizing that one thing gives way to another in life again and again, and we participate in that as life keeps rolling ever onward. We surrender all the time as we grow and as we live. We surrender clothes that we have outgrown or are past their usefulness. We surrender relationships that no longer fit or please. We surrender habits that aren't healthy. We surrender thoughts that plague us. We surrender to limitations as they arise. We surrender dreams that haven't come true. All this is natural. It's natural to surrender these things along the way. And so choosing to sacrifice something for a greater purpose is an act of personal power. It's an act of agency. And often, it's an act of bravery and of faith. It's for the sake of something else that perhaps I love best in that definition about sacrifice, because true sacrifice, the spiritual sacrifice, is made for something greater than what already exists. When we willingly, knowingly, specifically sacrifice something that we know will benefit something else, something better, something that serves the world in some way, then we can be assured that it is for a holy purpose. For the sake of something else means we are redirecting energy, and we are redirecting our perception from the loss of what we are sacrificing to the something else we're sacrificing it for. Big diff, my friends, big diff. Now, I think that sacrifice is part of a response to a calling of the Spirit. Now, I know a calling sounds very lofty. Sometimes we don't think of it as a calling, because a calling is most often associated with the joining of the clergy, right? She felt called, so she became a priestess. Yeah, I did. Or we can think a calling is for special people who might do something grand, like finding the cure for cancer or finding the key to unlock world peace. And since we don't think we can do that, or we can't do that for whatever reason, we dismiss the calling we do have because we think it's not worth it. But even the smallest gesture made from where we are called is worth it. This is soul work, my friends. Everything counts. Every act of love, every act of kindness, every act of forgiveness, everything counts. And we live better lives when we heed our calling. And we feel callings all the time. They're like a stirring inside that we can't ignore, a nudge, it's an urge, it's leading us towards something. Now, callings certainly go deeper than a surface desire, you know, like for Haagen-Dazs mango sorbet. I am called to Haagen-Dazs. I am called to Haagen-Dazs mango sorbet. But that's really just a surface desire, isn't it? It's not a calling from my soul. But the mechanism is essentially the same. We feel the need for something, and that feeling, that need, is persistent. It doesn't go away until we satisfy it. And let's face it, satisfaction feels good. And I, for one, would much rather let the good times roll. Now, the sad thing is that we have become adept at dismissing our deeper calling. Maybe because we feel we're not worthy of it. Maybe because we have no idea what it is or no idea how to meet it. Maybe we are simply exhausted and taking on a calling feels like one more thing on a very long to-do list. But if the calling is there, we know it. And when we find that stirring within, know that as a calling from your spirit. And I highly recommend that you answer that call.
What brings you alive? And what breaks your heart? What does healing look like? What are you willing to start? To call all voices, to call all voices. Calling all voices, calling voices, calling all voices to the heart and the soul of the song. What makes your heart sing? And what tears you down? What are you willing to dance for? Will you stand up and make a sound to call all voices? Call all voices. Calling all voices. Calling voices. Calling all voices to the heart and the soul of the song. Will you join the choir of angels and let your authentic voices be heard? Will you dance to freedom and let your voice ring out around the world? Will you join me in calling all voices? Calling voices, calling all voices to the heart and the soul for the love of it all, to to the heart and the soul of the song.
That's what she sounds like with a sore throat. It's not sore. No. It's okay, we won't feel better. So I'd like to ask you to close your eyes now and go within. Take another deep breath and ground yourself to the earth. And if you came in after we did that grounding at the beginning of the service, then go ahead and ground yourself now. Bring your attention to your third eye in the center of your forehead. Imagine it like an actual eye, like your other two. Then go ahead and open it up and look out through it into your imagination and find yourself sitting in the Holy of Holies within you, your sanctuary. And if you attended Gaia's Temple last month, then you've already found that Holy of Holies within you. But if not, find it now. It's that still, quiet place, so deep inside that nothing outside of you can touch or disturb it. It's peaceful here, beautiful, safe, and holy. Your spirit feels free here, at home, loved. And of course, there's an altar here. It's your altar. Go before it. Take a moment to notice what's on your altar. Maybe the elements, maybe photographs or flowers or something else you put on there. There is a candle and it's already lit. And there is the chime. When we get still and quiet in our Holy of Holies, we can hear our deepest truths. We can hear our spirit calling. That's why it's called a calling, because it's trying to get your attention. Now, in a moment, I'm going to ask you to ring the chime on your altar, but before you do, know that when you do, and as you listen to the sound of the chime fade, and in the silence that follows, hear what is calling you. Hear and know what it is that is calling your spirit. So go ahead and ring that chime now, and then listen deeply. Now, right now in this moment, you may have no idea how you are going to do this. That's okay. Trust that the message you received here in your Holy of Holies is the right one, and keep the faith in it. We don't always know how when we first receive a directive. Time will show us. We must trust it. Now, our soul is calling us to do something greater, which means we will have to give something up in order to make room for it. And now you remember that all good magic requires a sacrifice. So this time, in a moment, when you ring the chime on your altar, you'll come to know what you'll need to sacrifice for that which is calling you. Big or small, outward or inward, what will you surrender for the sake of something else? Go ahead and ring that chime now and listen deeply. Good. Take another deep breath and just review in your mind what you have learned here, both the calling and the sacrifice that will make room for the calling to materialize. And then gently bring yourself back to the sanctuary, and when you feel ready, go ahead and open your eyes. So the second theme that Lunasa brings to our awareness is the maturity of the solar year. Following the cycle, the life cycle of our sun, we say at the longest night at Yule is his rebirth. He's a newborn, and as we walk forward in time along the wheel, the sun grows, making the days grow longer until he reaches Litha, when he hits his peak and he has fully matured. The year has fully matured. Seeds have long since sprouted and flowered, and they are now coming to fruition. Now is the time of bounty, a time of maturation, and a time of harvest. This maturity supports the greater good, not just our own good. So hopefully, we all get to grow old, but not all of us grow up. If we are to emulate nature in our spiritual practice, this season is a good time to reflect on the level of our own maturity. Maturity in nature is the time when something has come to the end of its growth cycle and can be harvested, when something is going to seed to ensure the next generation. Maturity in humankind is the time when someone has become aware of their participation and responsibilities in the greater cycle of life. Mature people don't take action only for themselves. Now, we do take actions for ourselves. Absolutely. Take good care of yourself, but not only for yourself. Mature elders no longer take everything personally. Some things are personal, but not everything is personal. When we reach a level of maturity, we can see, that's not my crisis. That is not about me. Mature people in society consider how their actions affect others, and their efforts go to making sure that others' needs are also cared for and met. You know, early on in our fraught and painful political divide, I saw a meme on social media that said, "I don't know how to tell you this, but you're supposed to care about people." And I recognize that statement as pointing out immaturity. Now, children have a worldview that has not yet expanded enough to see beyond the self, because children don't have the advantage of a lot of life experience yet. But as we grow and if we mature, our worldview grows to include the rest of life, not just ourselves. And hopefully, as we mature, we can also help others attain what they need. This time sometimes means, in our maturity, we sacrifice some of our pleasures, some of our privileges, our resources, and our desires for the greater good of others. That is a sign of maturity. It's right action. Not always, not everything always, but frequently, often, as much as possible. This level of maturity reminds us of the oneness with all life. If I take care of you, I am also taken care of. And also we remember who we truly are when we do that. As Pierre Teilhard de Chardin said, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. We are spirit at our core. We are spirit first. And when we return and remember and respond from our spiritual calling to something greater, we want the best for everyone. And that is a music cue for you, my dear.
May all beings of the world, may all beings of the world have fresh, clean water to drink. May all beings of the world, may all beings of the world have food and a home. May all beings of the world have someone to share love with. May all beings of the world know their true purpose. May all beings of the world, may all beings of the world be well and happy right now. May all beings of the world, may all beings of the world be free from suffering. And today I shall do all that I can do to make it so, to make it so, to make it so, to make it so.
Thank you, Celia. So the final theme that Lunasa brings forth for our contemplation is gratitude, which is something I hope we walk with on the daily anyway. But as the harvest begins, our gratitude focuses specifically on what we bring to the table, on what we find on our plates, and how blessed we are that we can still feed ourselves so easily. May the sacrifices we make be for a bounty that is harvested with love and shared with gratitude. May we never hunger and may we never thirst. Blessed be. So there. So this is where we open up our floor for some community prayers. And if you have a prayer, do we have a, yeah, we have, she's running for the mic right now. We have a mic for that also. We'll pass that around so we can hear you. And if you have a prayer that you would like to offer, please feel free to do so. When you're finished, say, blessed be, we'll move on to the next person. And I have a prayer that I would like to begin with, which is that I have recently learned that Katya Wolf, who was the woman who ran the Red Tent at the Midwest Women's Herbal Conference, died a few days ago. Young woman, 49 years old. Just very quick, cancer took her very quickly. And so I'd like to offer up a prayer for Katya, that her journey to the Summerland is smooth and easy. Blessed be.
I would like to offer up a prayer for my first wife, who is now 89 years old and has been in dementia for a while. I got a call from my daughter saying she was dying. I phoned her. Apparently she opened her eyes and recognized my voice, but my prayer is, and what I wished for her over the phone was to have a sweet passage. Blessed be.
Blessed be. I have a prayer of gratitude for the abundance of my garden this year and my desire to share that abundance. There will be apples in back, not a ton of them, like the tree, but take one or take them all. I live in West Seattle. Come pick them.
Blessed be.
Blessed be. Also, a prayer of gratitude for all of the people who make Gaia's Temple meeting come together every month. Judith
but all of the stagehands.
Yeah.
So, blessed be.
Blessed be.
I would like to offer up a prayer of protection for my son, who is leaving for San Diego for college next week, and also a prayer for my son and his wife as they are managing some unknowns right now. So just a prayer of wisdom and peace as they manage this in their hearts and spirits. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
I wanted to offer, my youngest trans daughter is going to college in a week, and she had a falling out with the new circle of friends she had met online, and so my hope is that forgiveness flows as freely among the young as unforgiveness sometimes does, and once they all get in the same place and they're not online, and things can get smoothed over.
Blessed be.
I have two prayers. The first one is for my neighbor, Nicole. She just recently learned that her bone marrow transplant failed. And so now she is switching directions, and they are starting a new CAR T cell therapy. And so prayers that this new therapy works for the highest good of all, and love and prayers not only to her, but her husband and her two children as they navigate this new diagnosis and this new path forward. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
And I always send prayers out to the universe, to all of those immigrants who are here in this country, legally or illegally, and that they feel safe, that they feel welcome, and that they know that there are people that stand behind them, and that we pray that things get turned around so that we become a welcoming nation again to global nations, as well as anybody coming here to visit us that wants to see our beautiful land. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
A prayer for my good friend. His 11-year-old daughter just died, and he's having a really, really hard time with it.
Oh,
Blessed be.
be. Blessed be.
I would like to offer a prayer for my cousin's spirit sister, Jackie. We lost her mother on May 1st, and she's struggling with the grief. Blessed be, and I would also offer gratitude that I have been able to find this place.
Blessed be.
I'd like to offer a prayer for anyone who might be heartbroken because they sacrificed a connection that was no longer fitting or satisfactory, because they know there's something better out there and they want to make room for it. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
I'd just like to offer up a prayer of remembrance, that we can all remember that the world's children are all of our children as well. Blessed be.
Blessed be. May all our prayers, spoken and unspoken, be heard and answered. Blessed be. So I'm going to pass the love offering baskets now for your generous donations. Thank you in advance for them. And I want you to know that Gaia's Temple is a nonprofit organization, and so your donation is tax deductible. If you'd like us to keep a record of your donation, in the lobby on the networking table, there's a file box with envelopes. You can put your donation in there and write your name on the envelope, and then we will keep a record of it. Next time, your envelope will be in the file box, alphabetized by your last name, and that'll be the system of how we keep a record there. Also, Gaia's Temple tithes 10% of what comes into our love offering baskets at the service to other nonprofit organizations that are in alignment with our mission and vision and values. And this month, we are going to tithe to an organization recommended by Valerie Kaur of Revolutionary Love called Launch Good, which is supporting Human Concern International, which is working with Imam Khalid Latif and various relief agencies to get humanitarian aid on the ground in Gaza right now. So know that 10% of what you put in there is going to that very worthy cause. Thank you so much in advance. I'm gonna just pass these baskets. I'm gonna pass one to you and you can pass it back. I'll pass one to you and you can pass it back. And of course we sing, thank you, Mother Earth, for your gifts of love today. Thank you, Mother Earth. We are following your way. Thank you, Mother Earth, for your gifts of love today. Thank you, Mother Earth. We are following your way. Thank you, Mother Earth, for your gifts of love today. Thank you, Mother Earth. We are following your way. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Since I'm thanking people, let's continue on with the gratitude. Thank you to Kathy Sestrap on piano. To our beautiful singer, Celia, Farran. Celia, stand on up, take a bow. Woo! I'd like to thank the tech crew in the back, Sarah, Tema, and Noemi. For my beautiful board of directors, henceforth known as the stagehands. Thank you, matey. I could not do it without the board of directors. And actually, if this is something that you think you might be interested in, joining the board of directors, helping steward this ministry forth, then please let me know. There is a position for you on our board of directors. It usually begins in January each year. So if you're interested, we can start that conversation. Contact me and we'll start talking about it. So I'd like to end our service today with a poem by Palestinian poet Mahmoud Darwish that says, as you prepare your breakfast, think of others. Do not forget the pigeon's food. As you conduct your wars, think of others, and do not forget those who seek peace. As you pay your water bill, think of others, those who are nursed by clouds. As you return home to your home, think of others. Do not forget the people of the camps. As you sleep and count the stars, think of others, those who have nowhere to sleep. As you liberate yourself in metaphor, think of others, those who have lost the right to speak. And as you think of others far away, think of yourself. Say, if only I were a candle in the dark. Blessed be. All right, let's release those elements, shall we? Yes, we shall. Thank you, Mother, for the earth that is your body. Thank you, Mother, for the earth that is your body. Thank you, Mother, for the earth that is your body. Thank you, Mother, for your love. Thank you, Mother, for your love. Thank you, Mother, for the air that is your sweet breath. fire of your spirit. Thank you, Mother, for the fire of your spirit. Thank you, Mother, for the fire of your spirit. Thank you, Mother, for your love. Thank you, Mother, for your love. Thank you, Mother, for the waters of your sacred womb. Thank you, Mother, for the waters of your sacred womb. Thank you, Mother, for the waters of your sacred womb. Thank you, Mother, for your love. Thank you, Mother, for your love. Thank you, sky. Thank you, ground. Thank you, Mother, for you spin me around. Thank you, sky. Thank you, ground. Thank you, Mother, for you spin me around. Thank you, sky. Thank you, ground. Spin me around. Thank you, sky. Thank you, ground. Thank you, Mother, won't you spin me around? Thank you, Mother, for your love. Thank you, Mother, for your love. Thank you, Mother, for your love. Thank you, Woo-hoo! Let's make one big circle around the room. Let's see how big we get this circle around the room. Come in a little bit, come in a little bit. Come in a little bit, come in a little bit. There we go. The circle is open and unbroken. May the love of the goddess go in our hearts. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again. Blessed be, blessed be, blessed be. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.